Okay, so when we're this close to a disaster, um, a lot of trauma can get activated, of course, and a lot of old trauma can get reactivated. Um, and aloneness is always our number one enemy when it comes to trauma, when it comes to dealing with something that's intolerable. I heard a psychologist talk about how really it's not the trauma itself that is insurmountable. It's the fact that we feel alone as we're dealing with a trauma that's insurmountable. Um, and so dreams offer these figures of support in these moments of dealing with very, very difficult things in the world. Um, Dreams always come with so many figures of support. And so I want to just talk about the importance of finding one image of support, one inner image of support from your dream life. Um, what you can do is go over the dreams that you've had in the last little while, or you can think back to dreams that you've had a long time ago, and just really sort of fine comb those dreams for an image, a person, a tree, an animal, a mythical figure, some kind of figure that came through your dream where you felt supported, where you felt like this was something, that this is someone that you can truly rely on. Oftentimes, dreams will bring in figures like grandmother or the goddess or this beautiful big tree, or this person that I used to visit when I was a child that just always gave me such a sense of feeling safe and supported when I was little. So any of these images, um, pick one of those and then bring them into your daily life. Spend 5 minutes every morning just closing your eyes and sitting with that person or that figure. So you may just spend some time with your eyes closed, imagining them in front of you. What do they look like? What is it about them that is so supportive? What opens up inside of me when I'm sitting with this figure? What feeling do I start to cultivate from within? And if they were going to say anything to me in this moment where things are so difficult, what might they say? You might even ask them a question. Look, I don't know what to do. I I don't know what to do about my life. Everything has been just destroyed, thrown by the wayside. I'm not sure who I am anymore. And just in your imagination, notice what that figure says, how that figure reacts. Do they hold you? Do they reach out a hand for you? Do they offer encouragement? And if they do, write it down. Write down in their voice what they said. You're going to be okay. Have you thought about doing this? Just slow down. Whatever they may say, it's probably much simpler than um, than you would imagine. Maybe the expectation is that the figure is going to come with this extraordinary right thing to say in the moment, and that's probably not what's going to happen. But what they do say will resonate deeply on a feeling level. When something resonates on a feeling level rather than a mental level, that's where transformation can actually start to happen. That's where we can start to move the energy that is stuck or terrified or in a place of fight and flight within us. Another thing you might do is take a little talisman of sorts, something that reminds you of this figure, an object. It can be a crystal or an old watch or a photograph of them, and just have that with you throughout the day. And when things get difficult, when you feel challenged or triggered, just remember, put your hand on that pocket that holds that object Okay, I'm not alone. I'm not alone. And while this may only be an imaginal figure, it's actually as powerful as a real friend, or more so, because it's support that comes from within you. It's support that comes, it's support that you cultivate from within your own life. So that's true self-reliance, right? Because you are cultivating an essence of support rather than constantly looking outside for somebody else to create that support for you. So try that and see how that feels. And we will be working with how to cultivate that inner support and how to working with these images of support in our short weekly drop downs as well.